Right, so it is another very wet day, and I dithered for a while over whether I was going to have to do this in the dark, but it looks like I've got a few minutes between the rain and nightfall, so let's get on with it. So today's planting are a pair of palm trees that had been outgrowing their pots on the veranda. They are from an older palm that I have been misidentifying for years. I had in my head that it was a Carpentaria. It's actually a Syzagum, which is a South American, I think it's Syzagum, it's a South American queen palm. Anyway, I'll put the name up on the screen. They are obviously not native. They have an edible fruit. It's reasonably palatable, I think. It's a little bit sort of banana-y to my palate and kind of stringy. But it's an attractive palm, and I thought also because in the sicklebush field where I'm planting them, the chickens have more or less devastated everything I previously planted. Some things are springing back at last, but the chickens have damaged all the smaller things, so I thought something larger will help sort of reinforce the soil against any sort of chickenly attack. So one of them is actually going in next to a surviving Masao seedling, which is about 3 inches high. And the other one is going in next to where a governor's plum was. Whether it has survived at all, we will find out in the future. But anyway, they should reinforce the line that isn't supposed to be trampled or chickened, and hopefully that'll mean things come up one way or another. I'm not putting aloes in because they're right next to existing Aloe Cameroni plantings from last year and from previous years. But I have put some Kalanchoe Fedschenkoi, which is a Madagascan one, in around them. It's just a very prolific Kalanchoe, and it should close over the soil and keep it from being so attractive for making dust bowls, which is the usual method of chicken destruction out here. So yeah, so that should be everything for now. It is definitely getting dark. All the birds have sung more or less their goodbyes. There's a robin somewhere still making a bit of noise. But yeah, that should be it. So good night, and tune in tomorrow to see if I can get things planted before nightfall.